In a world where the apocalypse has occurred, there is a young man in a battered condition. That person named when you a 4th grade warrior. He sent on a mission the moment he joined squad. But unfortunately for him, they betrayed by main battle team, and they used to attract 5th grade mutant beast into the trap. Many people from his team had lost, and he was the only one still standing. They were all defeated by a strong mutant in front of him. Then when you, with his remaining strength, continued to fight with the mutant. But in the end, he was defeated by the mutant. On a bright sunny morning, he suddenly woke up from his sleep, then asked himself why he was still alive. He looked at the clock. It showed the time at 6 o'clock, the 25th of May 2117. He thought, wasn't this something that happened 1 year ago? Unexpectedly, he returned to the past. Then he received a message on his cell phone about his work, but the company was already dissolved doing doomsday. His mind is currently very confused about what happened to him and why he can go back to the past. But with the strange incident he is experiencing now, when you won't be used to be as a bait again, then he won't be exploited and played by anyone of his own fate. Right now, the zombie outbreak hasn't happened yet. He will take one step at a time for preparation. After the preparations were over, he immediately left here. He needed to get ready in advance, otherwise he would play out the same way again. But suddenly he heard screams from the next room. When you approached the source of the scream, he saw that someone had attacked the woman. It turns out that the attack was a zombie that has lost consciousness due to the corruption of the body by magic energy. For him, this is the beginning of the apocalypse, and this is the right time. He got weapon first. The zombies start to attack when you, because he has a knowledge and combat experience from previously. Each zombie magic core location is different. That's how people would get confused the first time they face them. He reads the movements of the zombies that attack him by finding the right spot and hitting it accurately. Can instantly defeat the zombies. After defeat a zombie, he gets 1 point, the same as before. The point exchange system established by relying on the exchange stone pillar. Point cannot be traded. It can only be obtained through defeating zombies, mutated beasts or monsters. When the survivors touch the exchange stone pillar, they can buy various items with points. Can change job class to one of the 3 big classes. After changing job class, one would become twice as strong a normal human being. If they change to a rare and hidden class, they receive mysterious and strong power. Then he started to leave the room, and he saw that there were already lots of zombies. He plans to take this chance to get 10 points and quickly head to the stone pillar to become a 1st grade warrior. However, the situation here is very chaotic, because there are lots of zombies in this area. However, when you still to his plan and immediately attacked all the zombies. And from defeating a zombie he gets 1 point. Then surprisingly, he was attacked by a zombie from behind, when you directly used his martial arts to attack the zombie suddenly. However, his arm hurts because his body is still not strong, and he plans to change job class as soon as possible. Lots of zombies attacked him, but he was prepared for all of them. When you directly finished off all the zombies with 1 direct attack, so that all the zombies lost instantly. After defeating all the zombies he got 10 points, and now he looks exhausted. When you planned to immediately change jobs, but there was something strange when he looked the corridor, because there were many people who didn't survive, and in the distance he could also see a creature. What a surprise when he saw the creature. He recognized the creature, which turned out to be a dog from the neighborhood and got mutated. This mutant dog is strong, therefore, when you can't deal with a mutated beast at the level he's right now. This dog mutant immediately chased when you to attack him. He decided to run and not fight because he knew he was still not strong enough. But after avoiding 1 attack from the mutant dog, his leg was finally bitten by the mutant dog, and now he was in a serious position. After Wenyu's leg was bitten, the mutant dog immediately threw it, causing Wenyu to bounce and hit the glass. He got quite a lot of injuries as a result of the mutant dog's attack. But the danger is still not over. This mutant dog will start attacking him again. The mutant immediately attacked Wenyu using his teeth again. But he wouldn't let the mutant bite him again, and immediately did something. He stood up as if he was going to dodge or counterattack. But unexpectedly, when you wanted to counterattack, the mutant dog didn't attack. He was surprised by what the mutant did. It didn't attack him. The mutant seemed to be observing something. Then when you remembered something, it turns out that the mutant was watching when you not go to the treasure trove. The treasure trove is a place where if you enter you can get something of a much higher grade than those in the exchange pillar. The earlier he enters, the more rare powerful the items will be. This beast must have discovered the treasure trove earlier on. That's why it's in high alert. The treasure trove only allow human to enter. No matter how hard it tries, nothing will come out of it. It seemed like the mutant knew what when you wanted to do. At the same time, this mutant immediately attacked him. There was no choice for him to retreat. The mutant managed to avoid his counterattack, then precisely bit Wenyu's arm, until its movement can be stopped by a bite from the mutant. But here Wenyu still didn't give up. Even though his arm was bitten, he immediately took his dagger and attacked the mutant. At that moment, the mutant directly withdrew bite from his arm, make Wenyu's hand broken. After receiving the attack, he immediately stepped back and tried to calm himself. For him, this is not a big deal, because disabilities can be repaired by leveling up. And now he needs to enter the treasure trove, but the mutant is still holding it. Then the mutant attacked him again. Wenyu managed to avoid a direct attack from the mutant by jumping straight to where the treasure trove was. But the mutant didn't stay silent. He quickly came back to him and managed to bite him. Wenyu was forced to broken his leg by forcing himself to let go his leg from the mutant's bite and immediately jumped towards the treasure trove. Wenyu finally managed to get into the treasure trove. But his current condition is very serious because his body suffered fatal damage following his fight with a mutant dog. After arriving at the treasure trove, his painstaking sacrifice to enter this place was not in vain, because he managed to get a chest. When he opened the contents of the chest, it turned out that there was a scroll covered in aura. It turned out that the scroll was a hidden job change scroll. Wenyu is very lucky to get this. Although hidden classes are not necessarily stronger than ordinary classes, their basic skills are still absolutely stronger. He immediately used the scroll. Unexpectedly, his hand returned to normal. Wenyu's class change was successful, and now he is a soul master, and because to the class change, his hands and feet have recovered. And now he will also gain a skill or talent. The basic skills of the big 3 classes are F rank. And now he is reading what skills he can get after becoming a soul master. What's interesting is that apart from getting individual skills, he also got a skill called Soul Pet Blessing, a skill that can combine Soul Beast and Soul Master, and now he has succeeded in activating this power. After merging, the combined basic attributes far exceed other classes, and with this alone, he can easily crush others in the same grade in the later stage. Even if it's a hidden class, he never heard of one so powerful. Wenyu immediately got out of the treasure trove, and now the beast outside can't block him anymore. He can reach. He is really waiting for this. Wenyu came out of the treasure trove. It turned out that the dog mutant was waiting for him there. He returned with his body no longer covered in wounds and in prime condition. Now he is ready to fight again with that mutant. Due to this mutant, Wenyu managed to find a treasure trove which turned the situation in his favor. Then now he prepared to face each other. The attack was started by the mutant. But with his speed, he managed to avoid the attack from the mutant easily and directly counterattack with a strong kick towards the mutant. Unexpectedly, Wenyu's hard kick didn't work at all on the mutant. He immediately dodged and moved away from the mutant to think about his next step. Looks like becoming twice as strong is still not enough. Because normal kicks didn't work on the mutant, he changed himself to battle form mode. A strong power seemed to flow in his body, and when he was filled with aura. At the same time, the mutant immediately attacked him. But Wenyu quickly kicked the mutant straight to the head with power. The attack used by Wenyu was called Soul Strike with level S. And finally, the Soul Strike attack he successfully launched to the mutant, lose with one crushing attack. Now the mutant can no longer move. Seeing that the mutant couldn't move anymore, Wenyu tried to approach the mutant. But when he checked the mutant, there was something strange after checking. This mutant didn't look defeated in Wenyu's eyes, and he could feel that. It turns out his guess was correct. The mutant still hasn't lost, and now the mutant has risen by activating the life battle skill. Then now the mutant has managed to recover quickly from previous injuries, plus the mutant's power has increased. This mutated beast has an S-rank skill. They face each other again. But Wenyu thinks that even though its current strength level is only level 1, being able to possess his rank skill means it has unlimited growth potential. As a result of this incident, he decided to withdraw from the fight and ran as fast as possible to escape from the mutant. After running quickly, Wenyu managed to find the exit. But before leaving, he dropped an iron cupboard to close the exit, so that the mutant couldn't chase him again. Luckily, the mutant couldn't get out because that mutant was crushed by the iron cupboard he dropped earlier. For him, this mutant is too bizarre. The stronger it becomes, such ability will certainly dominate the world. And now he managed to get out of that place safely. Wenyu immediately left that place, because there's important to do first. He remembers that on the third day, a large treasure trove appeared in Jungbin Park, and the ultra-rare skill Black Book appeared in there. There are also the F-rank protective jade and other high-rank items. This is an opportunity cannot be missed. However, the large treasure trove is extremely dangerous. First he needs to go the exchange pillar to get some items. But how surprised he was to see so many zombies in the area, preventing him from going to his destination. It looks like the area already fallen. No wonder those who were brave enough back then to run out from their apartments didn't survive. This is the only way to get the exchange pillar. Without fear, Wenyu immediately ran quickly. He immediately beat the zombies one by one because they were blocking his way. But because there were too many zombies, he activated battle form, thus making all the zombies around him bounce. Wenyu's battle form has been activated. He will immediately fight all the zombies that attack him. Like it or not, he had to activate battle form mode in order to get out of this situation and reach his destination on time. He quickly defeated all the zombies, and now he was at his destination, namely the exchange pillar. Then Wenyu immediately used the exchange system to select items to exchange. After opening the exchange pillar system, Wenyu selected the item there. There hasn't been much changes. He thought there would be something good in the exchange pillar since it's the beginning of the doom. Then he chose heal for fighting zombies and look for some healing potion. Unexpectedly, there were a lot of items in the system, and Wenyu saw a healing potion item with 10,000 credits, but it was very expensive for him. Then he decided to just buy a basic healing potion. He immediately drank it. It wasn't bad to drink this because it worked for 100% injury recovery. He still had remaining credit and immediately exchanged it for attribute Magic Crystal. Magic Crystal, which is useful for strength. He has switched to the Special Soul Master class. He can't increase his skills anymore, so using non-attribute Magic Crystal has no effect on him. After changing it, his physical abilities increased by about 0.5 times. Wenyu combat power will significantly improve. 1 hour later, he need to get some equipment to explore the treasure land in Jungbin Park in 2 days. It is necessary to have weapons that increase damage in order to be more effective. After getting the equipment he needs, Wenyu immediately left the place. But suddenly he heard people asking for help. It turns out that in the building, there were 2 people who were in trouble with a horde of zombies. These 2 people are brothers and sisters who seem to be having difficulties. But this man plans to charge in order to open the way for his sister to get out. This man carried out his plan and immediately ran to attack the zombie. But unexpectedly another zombie attacked him so hard that he hit the wall. Seeing her brother helpless after being attacked by zombies, his sister screamed. However, his sister was trying to help her brother, was suddenly attacked by zombies. But unexpectedly, there was someone who saved them both from danger. It turns out that the person who saved them both was Wenyu. Then he immediately beat all the zombies with the axe he got earlier, and opened the way for the 2 of them to escape from this place. They both were finally safe from danger. They were both a little surprised by Wenyu defeated all the zombies. He looked sadistic when he defeated all the zombies alone, as if he was enjoying fighting with all the zombies. Now they are safe because there are no zombies around here anymore. This man immediately thanked Wenyu. Then he left them. That this woman told him that there was a place full of weapons at the police station on Sanhui Road. But now the place is full of zombies, that's why they left there. But without thinking, when you immediately went to the police station, which he remembered was near here. But suddenly he was shocked by an explosion in the building next door, and it was seen that mutant rats had taken over the area. And it's true that the police station is now filled with mutant beasts and zombies. He shouldn't recklessly rush in for now, and go up observe the situation first. After when you saw the surrounding situation, he was very surprised because there were so many zombies and mutant rats in the police station area. Could it be that there are still people in the police station? That's why it's attracted so many zombies. But now the zombies are restricted by the mutant rats and their attention is at the police station. No other choice left when you immediately went into the police station to check if there were still people surviving. It turned out that there were still people surviving inside. This police was still trapped inside. Then this guy Chief Wang just lost his loved. They seem confused about what to do, because the zombies are forcing their way in. But here Chief Wang will hold him back to avenge his daughter. But that is impossible because outside there are lots of zombies and mutant rats. Chief Wang will hold off the zombies alone and order them to leave here. But the zombies had already entered the area. They were all immediately frightened and Chief Wang directly took out his gun to shoot. When Chief Wang prepared to shoot, the zombie immediately attacked him quickly. But when zombie attacked him, someone saved him with a thrown axe. They saw as if someone was there. It turns out that the person who saved Chief Wang was Wen Yu, and now he, using his battle form mode, immediately beats all the zombies himself. He beats all the zombies without mercy, and from the results of defeating all the zombies he gets 1,000 points. What a wave experience he had. Seeing this incident, they were shocked by what Wen Yu did. Then now, Chief Nan's plan is that he will attract all those rats, and he will slay behind to ignite the explosive. Wen Yu just have clean up the ones that slipped through. Wen Yu thinks the plan is crazy. They also used this opportunity to escape. But Chief Wang did not escape with the others and remained in the building. Then Wen Yu regretted him because he did not escape after being rescued. Chief Wang will help Wen Yu in exterminating all the zombies and mutant rats. But deep in his heart, this was all because of his daughter. He will avenge his daughter. However, it won't be easy if there are only 2 people. Chief Wang has a plan for this. His plan was to make the zombies and the mutated rats fight each other, and he have a large quantity of explosives with him. If detonated directly, it will be able to annihilate all the mutated rats in an instant. Chief Wang told Wen Yu to take care of the remaining ones. Wen Yu also agreed to Chief Wang's plan. But he reminded Wen Yu that if the explosion fails, then don't worry about him and just leave by yourself. That's because the real perpetrator who caused her daughter's disappearance was in that building. Then the plan was carried out. Chief Wang immediately ran towards the building with a bomb. At the same time, a mutant rat attacked him. But Wen Yu quickly covered him, and he would protect the way for Chief Wang. Wen Yu really respects Chief Wang's actions. Besides doing this to avenge his daughter, he also helps make his job easier. Finally, Chief Wang managed to enter the building. But inside the building, there was already a Rat King level 2 mutant creature in front of him. When he saw the Rat King, his mind remembered every word his daughter said. Then in his mind, he saw his daughter in danger. Then Chief Wang ran towards the Rat King with a bomb. But outside, Wen Yu was waiting for signs of the explosion caused by Chief Wang. Finally, the signal for the explosion caused by Chief Wang occurred, and now it was Wen Yu's turn to act. The power of the explosion was quite strong, almost all of them defeat, and lot of attribute crystal also blasted out. He got level 1 beast attribute crystal, and dual attribute beast crystal with fire element. Then Wen Yu immediately absorbed the crystal with his soul master. The things that Chief Wang did were very useful for Wu Yin, but something strange was still visible in his eyes. He could still feel the presence in the building. From a distance, a large mutant can be seen rising from the ruins of the building, and it turns out that the Rat King mutant has not lost. But at the same time, from the ruins it turns out that Chief Wang is still surviving. Chief Wang failed to finish off the Rat King because the other rat mutants covered the explosion and told Wen Yu to defeat Rat Mutant. It looks like Wen Yu was prepared for this because Rat King was injured. The Rat King immediately attacked him, but Wen Yu managed to avoid it and directly used his Soul Strike skill. Finally, the Soul Strike he launched succeeded in defeating the mutant rat, and he immediately took out his axe and finished it off. Wen Yu got 153 points from Rat King, and finally revenge on his daughter had been avenged. Chief Wang immediately thanked Wen Yu. Then Wen Yu gave him the crystal. He gave it because Chief Wang risked own life to make this possible, and he also gained quite a bit of. The situation in Zhongbin Park was filled with zombies. Then Wen Yu immediately looked at his profile system. His level has been raised to the peak of level 1, and he also accumulated over 1,000 points. With these statistics, entering the treasure land won't be a problem, according to my past memories. The treasure land should appear tonight, and the time should be about right now. From a distance, Wen Yu saw a mutant lion going on a rampage. The mutant was called the Crimson Lion. Then the zombies tried to attack the Crimson Lion, but the hordes of zombies were immediately destroyed by the Crimson Lion with one attack. The Crimson Lion continues to rage until it destroys almost all cities, including a city. Even 3rd and 5th level mutated beasts can't do anything to it. When you haven't heard of Crimson Lion appearing here in his previous life. Now that if he recalls its destruction of professional zombies and even a city, it can be described as madness. When you tries to hide, it seems that in order to survive in M City, one must be stronger. Since Crimson Lion hasn't found him yet, he should go defeat zombies to earn points. On the other side, there are hunters who are exploring an area. They should take advantage of the fact that most of the zombies have been lured away by the Crimson Lion. They're going to search for treasure. There must be a means of here somewhere. But this man, before he met with his teammates, he entered a silver vortex. Surely they can saw a broken box inside. The box contained a map and this pendant. Therefore he guessed there must be a treasure. Then this man tried to open the silver vortex. On the other side, Wen Yu was hunting zombies to get some points. But while he was hunting zombies, he saw a treasure vortex hole in the sky. According to him, this was the right timing, and Wen Yu immediately went to the treasure vortex. After 10 minutes of travel, he finally arrived at his destination. He didn't know why the treasure vortex appeared at this location. This is the treasure vortex with level A. Without thinking, Wen Yu immediately entered the vortex hole. He finally managed to enter the level A treasure vortex, and he immediately looked around him. He should be able to find a lot of good stuff this time. But Wen Yu saw that there were other people in this place too, and they also noticed Wen Yu's arrival. One of them tried to defeat Wen Yu, but this man prevented him because he could be used as a party to complete this treasure vortex. But Wen Yu accepted the man's invitation to join, and here he realized the man's bad intentions. Then Wen Yu would act if they tried to do bad things to him. They also worked together to complete this treasure vortex, and this person took the first turn. Then he entered the arena and his opponent was a normal level 1 zombie. This person immediately made his first attack on the zombie, and he managed to defeat the zombie easily. Seems like this treasure vortex is a friendly type, and most of the difficulties will be concentrated to the last level. Level 1 cleared, and he got F-grade steel sword and go next level. In the next level, there are 3 zombies in the arena, and the 3 zombies immediately attack him simultaneously. He easily defeated all the zombies with one attack. Level 2 cleared. He received F-grade protective, and he continues his challenge to the next level. But the greater the challenge level, the more difficult opponent will be. Finally, the opponent came, and the opponent was a big zombie with 4 attributes. The big zombie immediately jumped and attacked this person with a body press. This person was hit by the attack and immediately fell because he couldn't withstand the strength of the level 4 zombie's attack. He's no match for this zombie at all. He also gave up this challenge. Now it's Wen Yu's turn to try the challenge, but they have bad intentions towards Wen Yu. They just keep observing him, because if he doesn't have the ability, he can only blame himself for getting robbed. Wen Yu passes the challenges of levels 1 and 2 easily, with lightning-fast attacks. Then now he will face a large level 4 zombie. and the zombie will immediately attack when you brutally. This was a challenge that this person couldn't pass. Then when the level 4 zombie attacked when you, he easily dodged and immediately attacked the level 4 zombie strongly. He also managed to defeat the level 4 zombie, cleared level 3, and received basic healing. These people were shocked to see Wenyu's abilities and tried to stop any bad intentions towards him. Then when you go next level, Wenyu managed to pass all the challenges easily, until he reached level 6, and he got lots of rewards from each challenge, in the form of protection jades, teleport scrolls and F-grade space rings. He also looked happy with this reward. For him, for first level professionals, these are all life-saving treasures, and it's a big win. Then now Wenyu will continue his challenge to level 9. The atmosphere in the arena looks different from before and feels like a portal to the Demon Lord. There was a voice in that place, and the voice came from the gate saying that he was the guardian of this place. This place is strange, but to succeed from this challenge is only 10% success rate. Finally, the guardian of this place came out. Seeing this, Wenyu was very shocked. This is the leader of the ancient demons and monsters, the ruler of the demon world. Its physical attributes are above 20 points. That demon has an SS level skill. Then a sudden attack was carried out by the ancient demon, quickly jumping into the air and immediately launching an SS level annihilation attack. Luckily, Wenyu was still able to avoid the attack, but the destructive power of the attack was very large. If he was hit directly by the annihilation skill, Wenyu could be in danger. Not long after, the ancient demon attacked him again with successive attacks. But the successive attacks launched by the ancient demon were still dodged by Wenyu. He must always be alert, not to be attacked by ancient demons. In the end, Wenyu could no longer dodge because their battle arena was small. Then the ancient demon attacked him again, but Wenyu planned to use his soul skill. When they collided with each other, Wenyu with a slight gap managed to avoid the attack from the ancient demon and immediately counterattacked with his soul skill. But his attacks didn't work on the ancient demon. Because the soul master's attack didn't work, the ancient demon immediately used the annihilation skill, and Wenyu was hit by a crushing attack. When Wenyu was hit by the ancient demon's attack, he simultaneously took out his axe and made a basic attack on the ancient demon. Wenyu was finally hit by an attack from an ancient demon and was sent flying until he hit the wall. Luckily, he was still able to survive the attack, thanks to the F-rank jade he got previously. Currently, the protection jade can block 10 attacks, so he can use it 9 more times. Wenyu immediately took out his axe prepared to attack, since the ancient demon can't use skill annihilation for a while. He immediately moved quickly to make a surprise attack. But at the same time, the ancient demon also made an attack. It was a pity that Wenyu's surprise attack did not succeed in hitting the ancient demon, but instead Wenyu was hit by a direct attack from the ancient demon. Because he had F-rank jade, he still managed to resist attacks from ancient demons. It turns out that Wenyu's previous attack didn't work, but was meant to break through the defense. Now was the right time for them to attack. They both attacked without caring about their defense. Then each of them received each other's attacks. Finally, the fight ended with Wenyu winning. The ancient demon lost due to a fatal attack, and Wenyu suffered a stomach wound. He also managed to pass this challenge and get healing light. Then suddenly a strange creature came out from somewhere. He was confused about who this creature was, and he told Wenyu that he was guarding the territory of this place. But it seems like this creature likes Wenyu, and it is true that he is Arcade, the guardian of this place. Then Arcade opened his regulation book regarding that the guardian is not allowed to meet survivors while on duty. But it's the omnipotent master. Wenyu was not given in-depth information about Arcade because his combat ability was low. But Wenyu has questions about what happened in this world and how the treasure vortex could appear. Again, Arcade didn't answer the question. And now Wenyu wants a reward from the Arcade for passing this challenge. Then Arcade seemed to bring something out from behind the wall. He took out a paper. It was not ordinary paper, but a rare treasure. When Wenyu opened this paper, he was surprised because this paper contained his ability weakened and speed, strength, defense increased by 10%. Seeing the contents of this treasure, When Yu was very surprised. For him, this was a truly amazing treasure. But when Yu is second in the level of completion of this vortex, and when Yu thinks there's someone ahead of him, and he tried asking the arcade, but it was certain that this person had high potential. As for the benefits, those in the sequence will get Treasure and Guardian help and support. The treasure immediately transferred its stats to Wen Yu's body, and finally his stats ability increased. Wen Yu successfully completed the challenge of this vortex and teleported actively to take him out. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. This manhwa name is Doomsday Summoning Frenzy. Ongoing status. Genre: action, adventure, fantasy. Theme: post-apocalyptic reincarnation and time travel.